Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered what royalty looks like when the cameras fade, and the moment feels almost personal? Picture this: King Frederik and Queen Mary of Denmark, not at a palace banquet or an official gala, but quietly stepping into a concert hall in Copenhagen. No red carpet spectacle, no grand speeches, just the two of them, hand in hand, ready to enjoy an evening of music that would mark a century of Danish symphonic history. On the evening of October 30, 2025, something beautiful unfolded at the DR Concerthuset in Copenhagen. The Danish National Symphony Orchestra, or DR Symfoniorkestret, celebrated its 100-year anniversary, and among the audience sat Denmark's beloved royal couple, King Frederik and Queen Mary. Now, this wasn't your typical royal duty. It was more like a date night wrapped in cultural pride. The king and queen arrived together, greeted warmly by the hosts of DR's cultural division and the concert organizers. There was a sense of calm and quiet excitement, because this wasn't just another night of music. It was a century of artistry, legacy, and emotion brought to life on stage. The orchestra chose a masterpiece fitting for such a grand occasion, Mahler's Symphony No. 8, famously known as the Symphony of 1000. And when that first note echoed through the concert hall, you could feel why it earned that name. The sound was massive: the DR Symphony joined by the DR Concert Choir, the BBC Singers, and the Copenhagen Boys Choir. Together, they filled the room with waves of harmony that seemed to touch every heart in the audience. And right there, among them, were King Frederik and Queen Mary, quietly immersed, smiling at each other, and sharing that subtle connection that royal watchers love to notice. It wasn't a formal occasion, yet it carried a certain weight, a reminder that even in their private moments, they're symbols of national pride and cultural devotion. After the final applause, the royal couple didn't just leave. They made their way backstage, not to stand above the artists, but to meet them face to face. They greeted Chief Conductor Fabio Luisi, congratulated the orchestra members, and shared a few warm words of appreciation. Those backstage moments were simple but meaningful, gestures that said, "We see you. We value what you do." Now, let's talk about Queen Mary, because royal watchers noticed every elegant detail. She chose a sophisticated evening look, understated yet refined. Reports suggest it was a Max Mara studio jumpsuit, paired with a Bottega Veneta clutch. It was the perfect balance between modern chic and royal grace, nothing too flashy, but just right for the moment. For many Danes, this wasn't just a cultural event, it was a reflection of who their king and queen are. They embody the modern royal couple, connected, down to earth, and genuinely passionate about Denmark's arts and heritage. Their presence wasn't required, it was chosen. And that makes all the difference. Because in times when the world often feels divided, moments like this, where music, history, and humanity meet, remind us of what unites us. So as the lights dimmed in the concert hall and the final notes of Mahler faded into silence, what remained wasn't just applause. It was gratitude, for 100 years of music, and for a royal couple who continue to lead, not just with duty, but with heart. And maybe that's the beauty of it all. Sometimes, the most powerful royal moments don't come from grand ceremonies or state visits. Sometimes, they happen quietly, in a concert hall, beneath the soft glow of stage lights, where a king and queen simply sit side by side, and listen. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.